The Heidi Collins Podcast. Hi, we're doing a podcast today. It's for ordinary women doing extraordinary things. My first guest is Liv Redman. She's 18 and hails from the North Shore in Auckland. She's been snowboarding since she was 4. Hi, Liv.
Hi, Heidi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
So she's been snowboarding since she was 4, competing since she was 12. She was a second junior nationalist in 2016. Liv's been in 21 slope style competitions, which is freestyle snowboarding, tricking and going over jumps and rails, which we'll get into later so we understand what that is, because it's pretty flash what she does actually. Liv actually had a tragic accident in July 2017 in which she broke her back at a training session in Cardrona. So this podcast we want to unpack who do you have to be to compete at that level at such a young age, and what's her journey back look like. She's sponsored by Ride Snowboards, Smith Optics, Snow Planet and Border Town. So she's at a really high level. She's a Kiwi, which we're proud of. We love Kiwi athletes, Liv.
Oh, that's good.
So Liv and I met each other through broadcasting school, but we also have her auntie is one of my closest friends who I've trained in kickboxing for probably 5 years. So it was quite funny that Liv and I ended up at broadcasting school together, eh, Liv?
It was pretty funny because I remember the first day seeing you there, and I remembered the husky voice. Are you Heidi?
I know, because I was looking at you going, oh my God, I know that face. No, you don't.
But you did.
I know. Classic, eh?
Yeah.
So broadcasting school. Why broadcasting school?
Well, I've always loved radio and, growing up as a kid. Oh, actually, snowboarding.
Yes.
I always used to listen to podcasts to chill me out. At the top of the slopes for a competition or just simply riding.
Yes.
Always had Fletch Vaughan and Megan in my ears.
Oh, bless.
Or
They'll be
Jason
happy to know
TJ.
that.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, lovely. So is this the plan B? Because, okay, let's take it back, actually. Let's go back to the beginning. So started snowboarding at 4 with, who, is that a family dad thing? Did Dad do that?
Yeah, Dad did that, and Auntie Casey, which is your friend's sister.
Yeah, Brookie's sister.
Yeah, it's my auntie.
Yeah. It's a family affair.
Yeah, it is a family affair.
Yeah.
She came back from Canada for her first time in 2004 and brought me back a snowboard. So,
at 4?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cute.
I think either 4 or 5.
Yeah.
That round then.
Yeah. And did you love it when you were that little?
No, actually, I hated it.
Oh.
I loved to surf. I surfed.
Oh, wow.
I was surfing for ages and I absolutely loved it. It was the best thing in the world. And then I always had Dad coming and screaming at me in the water. And then I found that when we went to Snow Planet, because he couldn't afford to come out in the snow, you'd just pay for me to go out.
Yeah, sure.
There's no one yelling at me.
Amazing.
So stopped surfing, started snowboarding and skateboarding.
Oh, amazing. That's where I actually met you that first time, was at that skate competition in Victoria Park Market.
Yeah, which is quite fun. That was the same day I met my partner too.
I know.
It was a very significant day.
It was the beginning of many relationships. We like that.
Yes.
And then, so why didn't you go down the competing surfing?
I was competing in surfing when I was between the ages of 7 to 12, but they were only little Grum Series events, and Dad would paddle out in the water next to me and make sure I'm all okay.
Where were they? Out at Piha or something?
Yeah, Piha, Mount Maunganui, Whangamata.
Right, all those
all those
spots.
sort of spots anyway. But I wasn't ever amazing at it or anything, but I just had a love for board sports, and it was just getting a bit too much, and I enjoyed snowboarding more. So. And
you had to choose something, hey?
Yeah.
So 12, first competition.
Oh my goodness, I cannot even remember my first competition.
Was it that long ago, being, the ripe old age of 18?
Yeah, it was. Well, no, I can't remember. Maybe, probably would have been when I was about 12 or 13. It's a Snow Planet competition. Definitely a Snow Planet competition.
So Snow Planet runs these competitions regularly?
Yeah, they used to...
How long has Snow Planet been around?
Since 2005, I think.
Okay, so for anyone listening, Snow Planet, let's just tell them that's up in Silverdale.
Yeah, indoor snow dome where you can snowboard 365 days
of the year.
Which is great.
Yeah.
So yeah, I used to do competitions through them and training through them. So yeah, little series and stuff.
Yeah. And did you win that competition?
I think I did. There was a lot of competitions that I used to win, but only by default because there'd be like no other girl competitors. And they wouldn't run you next to the boys.
Wouldn't they?
Know what? No, because I would never get on the podium if you were versing the boys at that age. But
no, right. So you're the only girl?
At the time I was, yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
that's interesting because that skate competition, there was only 2 of you. Was it
I
2 or 3 in that skate?
Only 2, because I wasn't actually meant to do that day, but one girl had been flying up from Christchurch to do it, and then she was like, nobody's skateboarding around here. I was like, I'll do a sick ollie.
And sick it was. And you had your knee brace on.
Yes, so I've had a terrible knee accident, and my knee is not really well constructed back together, so I'm waiting for surgery for that at the end of this year.
Right, so injuries, we'll come back to that.
Yeah,
but
sorry.
No, it's good. But again, no girls are well represented in skating, are they?
No, in skateboarding and actually for snowboarding, I'm finding that there are a lot more girls joining up, and
good.
Growing throughout my teen years at Snow Planet, more and more people are joining.
So leading the way, you think?
Leading the ways, yeah. And there was actually 2 girls that I used to snowboard with when I was 12. They're a lot older than me, so they wouldn't be in my categories when competing. Mallory and Ruby, and they were so awesome. I remember thinking that they were so cool, and I still do. Yeah. And they kind of showed me the ropes and helped me around things. Yeah,
so girls holding the doors open for other girls, right?
Yeah, it was really nice.
Setting those pathways, which is really cool. And skateboarding, I know there's someone down in... Did you hear about that? The Wellington... Oh, what's she called? I can't remember.
I know Krista Ashwell was that girl that I first... for that one that was such a rookie thing I did, but
tell us about it.
Competition when she was up here. That was that day that I'd seen you.
Oh right, park. Yeah.
But she's doing so well. She's just come back from Washington, I think.
Yeah, she took a tour over there.
Yeah, so she is amazing. If you can ever do a podcast with her,
okay. Tell me her name.
Krista
Ashwell. It's the same girl. I think I follow her on Facebook.
It's probably the same girl.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
Yeah. It's nice that girls are starting to represent in these sports. And the other thing is because skateboarding, I'm on the board of Skateboard New Zealand.
Yeah, you are, right?
And the pathways for women and how do we develop those, but also because skateboarding is going to be in the Olympics.
Yeah, it's so exciting.
It is exciting.
Because there's those little training schools that they do on at Vic Park and Orewa on Sunday morning.
Is that with Simon Young Guns?
I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. But you see more and more little girls stepping up and being in those, which is actually awesome. Because I remember being so terrified of going to the skate park as a kid with my dad.
Because they were all boys?
This is all boys.
Yeah,
and you're like,
I know.
I don't want to disturb the older guys.
And you're so little, eh?
Yeah, and you are very little.
Yeah. Simon's actually doing a lot of cool stuff. He's got a lot of girls coming through his school. So Simon's from Young Guns Skate School, who Liv and I both know, and he runs these programs at school which are amazing for these young girls to get in. And it's just a really fun environment to learn to do ollies and tricks and kick flips and I don't know
just
what
cool
else
stuff.
Yeah, it is really cool stuff.
Kick flips a bit too advanced for me, so you can see what kind of level you're dealing with here.
Yeah. So it's what's so fabulous. What I love about you is that you're funny, you're clever, you're creative, you're beautiful, but you're also an amazing athlete. And so you're this little, pocket rocket package of amazingness.
Please.
And I think it's really good, to lead the way for these girls, and because it's scary, right?
Yeah, I mean, at the moment I'm not doing that much in terms of skateboarding and snowboarding, just because we'll come back to that, injuries and dealing with other things.
Yes.
But at the moment I am volunteering with my old training academy squad up at Snow Planet, so it's nice to be able to, get back involved with the younger
and give back.
kids. Yeah, and give back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So let's talk about how did you do your knee. I remember Brooke messaging me from, I think she's in New York.
Yeah, she probably would have back then.
Yeah, because you were like, why aren't you here? She felt so guilty.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Because she wasn't here.
She came back at some point because she came to the hospital with me. Anyway, so I was training for my snowboarding. I had started, my snowboarding started getting really good at the start of 2015. I had an amazing coach, and Snow Planet had helped me out with some awesome training camps that I was doing. And then I was training on a trampoline outside.
Oh, you weren't even on the...
No, I wasn't even on the snow.
Oh,
I was training on the trampolines outside to practice for snowboarding, and it was like just, that time of the day, we were a little bit tired, but you're doing stupid stuff anyway. So
Yeah.
jumped from one trampoline to another, landed on a pad, my knee hyperextended backwards.
Oh, my Lord.
My femur came down and punched my tibia into a million smithereens.
Oh, my God. Did you just scream?
Yeah, I screamed and screamed. I did one big yelpy scream, and then I couldn't really stand up. I was a bit shaken. But I really had only thought I'd sprained something.
Really? You didn't realise you'd... Could you walk on it?
No, I couldn't walk on it. Like, I looked like I'd seen a ghost. And gone into shock.
Yeah,
But,
sure.
I don't know. My dad's always been like, she'll be right. Well, get up.
Good bloke, Kiwi. Good Kiwi
old
bloke
Kiwi
attitude.
bloke dad.
Yeah,
so, like, in my head, I've got him there being like, you've just sprained it, you idiot. And
Yeah, bless him.
yeah, but then my nana had to come pick me up because I wouldn't let them call the ambulance because I thought that was a little bit ridiculous.
Which actually you needed an
Yeah,
ambulance. Why do we do that?
I don't know.
As girls.
It's just
We
like,
play that down, don't we?
Yeah.
It's okay.
it's stupid. Anyway, yeah, so my nana came to pick me up, and she had the dogs in the car. She's like, I'll take you to the emergency room, but first we just got to drop the dogs off.
Oh, gosh.
But no, it all turned out right. Thanks,
Yeah.
Nana.
Bless.
Yeah. So,
And
yeah.
so, reconstruction surgery?
Yeah, so I had massive surgery, got 12 pins and 2 plates put in. This
Oh,
is
wow.
in a knee for a 15-year-old at the time. Later, I had to get those pins and plates taken out so that I could snowboard properly again, because where the plates were would have made my tibia break again if I put impact on it.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, got them taken out. But
So it would be impactful, right? When you're doing jumps and backflips and
just
whatever you're doing.
another place to break, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So, yeah. But
So
one
where does your
pin's
head go when you know that you've got an injury and that you love snowboarding?
Yeah.
Where does your head go with that? Do you panic? How do you manage that?
When you've got an injury?
When you know that and you know that an impact could further damage that,
Mm-hmm.
but you're doing your sport of snowboarding and you love it,
Yeah.
and you want to push yourself, right? Because you push yourself because you're that
Totally.
level of athlete. Where does your head go with that? What's your thinking? And
My head
yeah,
goes into a very, very dark place
Oh,
that no
bless.
one should ever go. But
is that fear-based? Are you...
yeah, but one thing that you really have to get over is your fear. And for me, I'm still getting over my fears of my snowboard just from my last injury. But it all depends on who you're snowboarding with and who your coach is. I'm someone who needs to be pushed. I need someone in my ear telling me stuff.
Sure.
But everything you want is on the other side of fear, and that's
Oh my
just
God,
the main
say that
thing.
again. I just got goosebumps.
Everything you want is on the other side of fear.
So true. Amen to that.
Yeah.
So, okay, fast forward to 2017.
2017.
So you're on a trip with Gassion. Gassion is
My partner, boyfriend.
Liv's, French boyfriend.
Français.
Yeah, French.
Yeah. So 2017 came around. It was my last year in high school, and my dad decided, and my school.
Oh, actually, let's back up the bus.
Oh.
To 2016. So you've had your knee
2016. Oh,
injury. We've done, and then you get the nationals. You win. You become
yeah.
runner-up or second or.
So yeah, that next year, I'm trying to think. Yeah, 2016. I started developing myself back up again from when I last broke my knee, because I was at quite a high, for myself it was quite a high level of where I was at before I broke my knee.
Yeah.
So I managed to learn how to redo my favourite trick, which was a backflip.
Amazing.
And yeah, I managed to do that again, and we went to nationals. I didn't land it, but I came second at the competition. I can't remember what tricks I'd actually done. It was so long ago now, but it was amazing. And I was next to Zoe Sinnott, which was even more like, oh my God.
And who's Zoe Sinnott? Sorry, I don't know.
Zoe Sinnott's our national best women's freestyle snowboarder.
Oh, amazing.
And she just came third at the Winter Olympics in
Oh, wow.
Pyeongchang. Yeah.
I got goosebumps again.
Oh no.
That's so cool.
She's
Is she
really-
like your idol?
A little bit. She's
Yeah.
younger than me, but can you idolize younger people? I think you can
Absolutely.
idolize younger
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Especially when they're doing amazing
Yeah,
things.
exactly. And
Yeah,
that's another person you should interview.
Yeah.
Zoe Cynic.
Yeah.
She's just...
So how old's she?
incredible. She's 17, maybe turning 18.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
High level, hey?
Yeah, really, really high level.
Girls can do anything.
They can.
Yeah. So you win that. You go down to Cardrona. Let's start the Cardrona story. 2017. Gassion.
2017 rolled around and my dad and my school and my mum, I guess, had said, you know what? We think you should go down to Cardrona for the season and train and compete.
And West Cardrona?
Cardrona's in the South Island.
And is it a good slope?
It is has the best freestyle terrain in New Zealand.
Okay.
So
set the scene. Tell us the
scene.
story.
It was
Visual.
it was a clear, sunny day.
You're using an old woman crone voice, just quietly.
Sorry. Okay. So it was a clear. No. First week down at Cardrona, this was, I think, my 3rd or 5th day on the slope since arriving down, staying with my host family, the O'Regans, bless them.
Vegans.
O'Regans.
Oh, I thought you said
think they are
vegans.
vegans now. They might be.
No, the O'Regans that are vegans. That's just too funny.
Could be. So yeah, I stayed down with them. Gassion was there, who was staying with another family because he was just on holiday.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is going to be great. I get up to the slope and the park hadn't been properly built yet, but they had this one jump in the XL line, which is like the big jumps.
Yeah.
I can't remember how big it was. I think it was like a 30-foot jump or something. A lot bigger than what I'm used to, but I had the confidence to, go give it a go.
Yeah.
And so...
so do you have landing pads? Because, like with trampolini, when they're trying new tricks and stuff, they have these massive landing pads that they shove under.
Oh... No, you have to do that in like an airbag, but because I was just going over a jump, it was all about, your speed and what you're going to do over it.
Sure.
So I was just going straight here. So my boyfriend went over it and then my other friend went over it and I was like, oh yeah, well they can do it. I can do it because I'd broken my thumb on the same jump the year before. But I was like, I'm going to overcome this. I'm going to not undershoot the jump, which is when you land in a bad place.
Yes.
I was like, I'm going to go as fast as I can. And in my head, I dropped in. I was like, yes, this is the correct speed. Zoom, zoom. And then I flew off the jump and I just kept flying.
Oh, God.
I just kept flying. I kept flying and flying and flying. And then...
What were you feeling? Like, were you like starting to panic?
Yeah, well, you're so fast.
Yeah.
You're in the air, and then once you see the place where you're meant to land go beyond you,
oh
it's
my
just
Lord.
like, and you see the drop. I still have nightmares about the fall.
Oh,
It's like I think either 2 or 3 story fall to ice, and then splat.
And you broke your back.
Yeah, I've never said the F word so many times in all my life.
F-bombing. I don't blame you.
F.
So... That's gnarly breaking your back, though. That's like such a critical injury.
So it was an L1 compression fracture, and my L1 had compressed 40% of its original size. So that's just a piece of your spine.
Yeah.
I was very lucky because apparently there was a guy who did the same thing a couple of days before me, and he's paralyzed.
Oh, that's horrific.
Yeah. So I'm quite happy to be walking around.
I know. Bless him. Let's
toes.
just take a moment for him because that's just not very nice
just
at all.
Awful.
Bless him. It is, isn't it? Well, meant to be here, right? Meant to be walking,
I hope so.
moving. So what's the road back then? So broadcasting's A plan, B plan?
Oh, well, not really an A or B plan. I've always wanted to be a radio producer or a radio announcer more so. And commentating. I love commentating events and stuff.
Amazing.
So I think I will still go to the Olympics, but I'll be commentating maybe.
Perfect.
Anyone
Can't wait
wants
to see you.
hire me? But, so, I have to go to uni after school ends, and this is what I've always wanted to do, so I've done that. But coming back from my back, I'm still coming back from my back.
Right.
I went overseas at the start of this year to Switzerland with Gassion.
Yeah.
And it was quite hard to not be snowboarding at the level that I'm most comfortable at, and then seeing him doing all the things I used to do and being like, hey Liv, look at this.
So are you not doing that because you're still injured and your back's still fragile, or you're doing it because you're scared, or where are you kind of at?
Well, I'm still doing it.
Yeah.
My back is fine. I have problems with my knee still from that first injury, so I'm waiting for surgery at the end of this year for that.
Right.
And life struck me with another thing that I didn't actually know I had until this year, the endometriosis. Well,
Right.
we don't know that I officially have it yet, but there's enough evidence to say that it's
To support
there.
it.
So
Yeah.
it's just a matter of waiting for another surgery to get that kind of stuff zapped out and, just get my
Your life
whole
back.
system back.
Yeah, because
and
it's
happy
painful,
again.
right?
It's painful and life is becoming a lot more difficult, not snowboarding as much and not doing as much activity as what I'm used to.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely. So you kind of got three things going on. And so how do you manage that? So for people out there that, for, all us girls in our female community, how do you, do you go through, I suppose you go through a raft of emotions, sadness and anger and pain but I see you every day and you're happy and you smile and you get on with it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't even know what the question is. It's so big, isn't it?
Yeah, it is big. Like, it's just been really impacting because I've always had... so I'll just explain what endo is.
Yes.
It's when your endometrial cells, so your period,
Yes.
those cells go into your stomach kind of and around your pelvis area and clench onto other organs and things, and you bleed inside your body, but it doesn't have anywhere to go.
Right.
So it causes a lot of pain, a lot of hormonal distress. I bleed about every week at the moment, and it's just a lot of blood. And I've always had that going through puberty and stuff, but it only became like I need to go to the doctor again because my doctor knew about these irregular periods or whatever.
Yeah.
And never did anything about it. And then it wasn't until this year that my stepmom had come in and just told the doctor, we need to go to a gynecologist, and then la-di-da-da-da, they find something. So, yeah, and now I'm realising that I am hormonal because
24/7
of this, and 24/7. And
Yeah.
the emotions that I had when I was snowboarding and stuff, some days would come to Snow Planet and I'd just be an absolute mess crying. And you don't know why. I wouldn't know why I was crying, but it was just anything.
And that makes, we go into that headspace that something's wrong with us, right?
Yeah, totally.
And then we internalize it. So instead of,
Voicing
realizing
it.
that it's something that's just going on that we need to deal with and probably our body's talking to us, we need to do something differently.
Exactly.
We internalize it instead of, doing...
So, exactly. And then I didn't know what, when you're 15, you don't know what a normal period is.
Well, you don't know what you don't know, right?
Yeah, no, totally. So I would bleed and bleed and bleed.
Yeah, that's really bad.
Yeah, so it was awful. And now this year I'm really struggling mentally to keep up with this whole stuff because nothing's really being sorted as of now. It's just a matter of waiting for like the public waiting list and insurance doesn't cover anything. So
So now is it looking to alternatives? Is that something, an option for you, looking to alternatives?
Yeah, totally.
While you wait?
I mean, yoga.
Yoga?
I've
Yoga's
started to do a
amazing.
little bit of yoga.
Yoga's amazing.
Only from YouTube because that's free.
No, you need to go to yoga. Yoga's amazing.
And you obviously helped me with some
Medicinal food.
Medicinal foods.
We're all about the medicinal food.
And what is it called? You had that little container. Homeopathy.
My
stuff.
homeopathy, yes.
That some people don't believe in, but I think it can work for some people. There's a lot more emotional stuff attracted to homeopathy.
Well, it's energy based.
It is.
It's energy based medicine, and I mean, it all gets so political, doesn't it, when we talk about medicine? But
yeah, it does.
the thing for me with homeopathy is it works on babies and animals, so two things that don't communicate via language, and so you can only look at symptoms, and so when you see symptoms and distress being alleviated and fevers, so that's why I kind of like it.
Yeah.
On top of, obviously exercising.
Exactly.
Healthy food. Well, medicinal food, actually. Medicinal food in my mind's different than healthy food.
Yeah,
so,
well, your food is your medicine.
Well, I know.
You've got to think like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, man, that's a lot on your plate for 18.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I know. And you're studying as well. So, what's the way back? Do you want to snowboard? What's boarding?
Totally. I mean,
that's still a goal?
snowboarding's still, the aim. I still love it. I'm just, obviously not really competing as much this year. my body's got to heal.
Yeah, nice. Well, that's a wise decision, right?
Yeah, totally.
Can't do everything all at once.
And it makes me sad that I'm not snowboarding, but like I come back, I go to Snow Planet once a week to see my friends, and I'll be going to Ruapehu over the season, and just my personality, I end up pushing myself anyway, so
nice.
I will go over that jump again.
Yeah, good. Well, I think that's a great way to end this. Thank you so much for coming in.
That's all right.
So what I want to ask is your 3 top girl codes.
Oh, I wrote these down just before.
Tell me.
So your first one is make yourself available for your friends.
Amen.
Because you've got to always have time for your friends.
I agree.
Especially your girlfriends.
Absolutely.
So they're the only ones that understand this at the moment.
Absolutely.
Learn to take compliments.
I like that.
And, you know, I think it's one of those things that, you know, when someone compliments you and you have that thing like, oh, stop it.
Yeah.
Stop. But you just need to be like, thank you.
Yeah, graciously,
you
right?
You too.
Yeah.
Like, I like your hair.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And my last one is spend less time on your phone because there's so many better things to do.
Absolutely.
And, you know what? Don't need a phone. I hardly take photos anymore.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good.
Is that bad?
No.
I haven't been on Instagram in a while. That's bad. But yeah. Gotta keeping on.
Yeah, you do. Well, we can't wait to see you back at snowboarding and see what happens.
Thanks, Heidi.
Hope everything goes well. You can find Liv on Facebook under Liv Redman.
Yeah.
And what's your Instagram account?
Liv.Redman.
Yes. She's also has a YouTube channel because she's a bit of a muso as well and writes songs, and she's our little pocket rocket. We love her. All right. Thanks so much, honey, for coming on.
That's all right. Thanks for having me, Heidi.
No worries. Okay. Ciao.
Ciao.
The Heidi Collins Podcast.